Hi, it's Nicole Ron again, and this is our 29th time meeting together in our 5 Minutes for Mom, 5 Minutes for Ourselves series. And I'm super excited. We are getting so close to the end, and this is my evening routine, and I'm kind of really excited to share it with you. So, I downloaded some fun blends for you guys. These are all new. I'm excited to try them too. So this is like what I normally do, but then we got a new download for what energies we're working with right now, which is super fun. So one of the things you can do is spritz your pillow with a pillow spray, and you just like pretend this is has a spray top. It's just these little glass bottles, and then you just spritz your pillow. You can do a 2 ounce, a 4 ounce, however big you like. Okay, so just glass or metal because you're working with essential oils, and then have fun with it. You can create any blend, but this is the one I downloaded for you, okay? So this is a Manifest Your Dreams pillow, and I am a lucid dreamer, and I do a lot of emotional processing work in my dreams. So I like to kind of set the stage for what energies I want to work with in my dreams, because I do a lot of work while I'm sleeping, okay? And I know some of you do too. So this is 2 drops of pink pepper, and this is for like a 2 ounce. So if you get a 4 ounce spray bottle, just double it. So it helps you move from being judgmental to compassionate. And that could be yourself, judging yourself, or a situation. It just moves you from kind of a, there's only one way to think about this, to a, hey, let's just practice some compassion and see what the options are. 4 drops of green mandarin, and I love green mandarin, right? When we're feeling limited, then this is shifting us into there's limitless potential. So of course that's amazing for manifestation. So you can see we're shifting from like this really rigid, like coarse, like jagged energy to like open, expansive, hey, let's bring some stuff in. So this has some clearing components and some bringing in components. 1 drop of petitgrain for the inherited limitations that have come down through our family line, our epigenetics, all that good stuff, right? To chain breaking. So a lot of the work that I do in my sleep is establishing new patterns by breaking the old ones. And that's one of the things that I know that I came into this life to do, is break chains and stop unhealthy cycles and heal moving backwards and heal moving forwards. That's like what I am. If I could only do one thing on this earth, that's what I do, okay? Whether it's in my parenting and my business and my friendships and my family relationships and my health and my life, that's what I do. So I love petitgrain. If you can't tell, I talk about it all the time. And then 4 drops of patchouli. And this is interesting because the energy we're working with is body shame to body connection. So in this context, we are removing any resistance to being able to manifest this from just an idea into reality, into a physical reality. So we're bringing it into the body, into the physical realm, into tangible. Okay, so when you're working in the dream state, it's not less real than anything else. In fact, sometimes your bad dreams or whatever, you're experiencing it in the dream world so that you're not bringing it into the physical. But then when you're manifesting and you're working with dream energy, you want to actually do bring it into the physical realm. So patchouli kind of removes any resistance. So it's a pretty heavy clearing resistance and opening up expansion kind of blend. So that's 4 drops of that. And then you could put it in like witch hazel, or you could put it in just water and then spritz your pillow before you go to sleep. I'd love to hear what opens up for you when you use that. So please message me and share. All right, then I set the stage with my diffuser. When I go to sleep, I put some oils in my diffuser. And especially, I kind of tweak it based on what I'm feeling like I'm working on and where the moon is and what it's doing and how grounded I feel like I need to be versus how up in like the upper realms I need to be. So I play around with my diffuser blend a lot, but for this is a new download for us. 3 drops of myrrh. I've been working with myrrh a lot lately. It's when you feel unsafe in the world to feeling trusted and nurtured. So this myrrh is a fantastic, it's like Mother Earth, mom, like feminine, divine oil. It's like such a nourishing and nurturing oil. It's thick, it's viscous, right? So 3 drops of myrrh. I like white fir the best for this. That was the original download, but you could also substitute for Douglas fir if you don't have white fir, and that will also work. Shifting any generational burdens to a space of generational healing. So with white fir, it really clears all that out. And Douglas fir adds the aspect of sequential action. It shows you what the steps you need to take. So I do like Douglas fir for this as well. And you could even add like maybe 3 drops white fir. So you could sub and do 2 white fir and 1 Doug fir if you have both, or just Doug or just white fir, whatever seems to meet your needs. And then 3 drops of green mandarin. So here's our friend green mandarin again, limited to limitless potential. So really manifesting in that you're creating for a purpose, and you're healing through nourishment, nurturing in a compassionate way. And this is like you're providing for the emotional, physical, energetic, spiritual aspects of your healing, your family's healing, and healing backwards and healing forwards. I love this blend. I'm so excited. And then on your toes, get some big toes on, get some green mandarin on those big toes. So that's like you can always, because that's like all the reflex points to your brain. I love putting oils on my toes for sleep. And green mandarin, you're just wide open to unlimited potential. And you create safe spaces around yourself energetically. So you're not inviting in just any spirits or any energy. Like we've cleared all that. Our home is our sacred space. So if you work with this energy, like you need to know that you are protected, that space is held for you. And the intentional self-care you are setting intention for what you're allowing in your home and what you're saying is not welcome there. So you don't need to have any fear around this. And then I get my insight timer, get my earbuds in, and I will do like a yoga nidra or binaural beats or something of that nature before I go to sleep, do a meditation. I really like Kenneth Suarez. It's like Soarres. I really like his meditations, especially at bedtime. I really resonate with him and his whole outlook and his wording. I love the way that he words things, and that's really important for me because he has the mindset, and I don't want anybody with a scarcity mindset like neuro-linguistically programming me while I'm sleeping. So I really like his. It's very loving, it's very inclusive, it's very expansive, it's very abundant, and it's very in connection with God and with Source. So I love his meditations at night and in the morning, but mostly like 9 times out of 10 I do one of his meditations. So frankincense, this is shifting the energy from feeling abandoned by God or abandoned by any spiritual, like the universe, like, you know, the whole system, the whole spiritual system, the whole everything always works out for me. Like if you feel the opposite of that, if you feel like everything is conspiring against you, like that's a lie, and it just means that you're disconnected from Source. So just plug back in with your frankincense. And then Indian sandalwood is when you are like so disconnected and distracted, and you're like, what about this? What about that? I've got to make this happen for myself kind of energy, to just back on your spiritual path. Like everything does always work out for you. I'm always connected. I'm always provided for, protected. Everything always works out for me. And then petitgrain. So on a physical level, I love petitgrain in place of lavender. at nighttime because lavender is the oil of communication, and I don't want everything up here to be super chatty. I want this all to quiet down. Sometimes I will use lavender, if I'm really open to like really vivid dreams, but a lot of times oils for people like me are who are really sensitive to energy. It's too much communication, if that makes sense. And things like vetiver and lavender that people normally recommend for sleep actually can cause nightmares. And so I want to have like good sleep, and I want to have sleep that I feel like I can move in and out of the dream and kind of I can shift it and change it, and the things that I need to do in my sleep, in my dreams, to do the work. I navigate it easier if it's not just like terror, like that comes sometimes through with the more like intense dreams that lavender and vetiver kind of can sometimes give people. So just I don't want to scare you at all, but you just need to work with what works for you and what you're open to. And then on a physical level, I like petitgrain better because it has a higher linalool content, and magnolia even higher than petitgrain. So you could substitute magnolia if you wanted, as well, as far as just like, I want to sleep like a rock, that kind of good, like I want to have a good meditation and I want to sleep like a rock. But I want to dream, so I don't want to sleep totally like a rock. So that's why petitgrain for this. And this shifts again from those unhealthy traditions to healthy patterns, because I do a lot of emotional processing. A lot of things come up. I resolve a lot of things in my sleep, and it's wonderful because then I don't have to resolve that in actual physical conversations, because in this instance, it's usually with people that aren't open to that, but it helps me resolve it within myself and forgive and move forward. So hope that if you're a lucid dreamer, you totally get what I'm talking about. If not, you're like, what? You can totally reach out and ask me, message me. I'm so open to that. But for us, whether you are really conscious of the process or you're not, that's okay. These are the oils that I was given when I prayerfully and intuitively pulled them for this particular evening routine. So try them out, see what you think, see what you find, and I'd love to hear from you. And happy sleeping, right? Sweet dreams. And I will see you for our 30th final 5 minutes for mom, 5 minutes for yourself video tomorrow.